This is 50 cents. 50 cents isn't a sum of money you can do a whole lot with, but I was gifted this 50 cents, so I'll tell you why it's important to me. Working at a fast food restaurant, you meet a lot of interesting people. One night I was working a bit later and two familiar faces came in. A couple. People I've seen around my neighborhood since I was little, and they're homeless. On this particular night, they were bringing in their week's worth of change to trade it in for bills. This isn't an uncommon occurrence where I work, especially late at night on the weekends. They had 4 Tim Horton cups with them, all filled to the brim with coins, and one at a time, they were dumped out onto the counter and counted. Despite my continuous apologies for taking too long, they encouraged me to take my time and repeatedly thanked me. It took about 15 minutes, but once we were done trading all the dimes and nickels for bills, they were excited and almost marveling the money they'd spent all week collecting. The lady approached me before they left and placed 50 cents on the counter, and she said it was a tip. A thank you for helping her and her partner, and for being kind and patient. As a preliminary response, I refused the money. How can I accept money from someone who only has the change from Tim Hortons cups to get them through the week? It doesn't seem just. She then proceeded to grab my hand and place the money in it and enclose her hand over mine. She told me that she wanted to take it as she never has enough to thank the people who are kind and treat her with respect. She told me that kindness is rare, and I was shocked. That was one of 4 times I've ever been tipped while working, and I typically deal with people who are a lot better off than she may be. The people with the least truly have the most to give. This encounter just proves that stigma around people below the poverty line is so false, and this is why we need to give back to them. Kindness should not be rare. Why is it that homeless people are automatically looked at with disgust and suspicion? Why is it that 1 out of 5 Indigenous people are homeless while it's only 1 out of 128 for the general population? Why is it that in between 25 and 40% of the homeless youth in Canada is LGBTQ+? We have created a society that stomps on the poor and the struggling and uplifts the already powerful. Homelessness is the outcome. It's mind-boggling that we pass judgment on people without having a remote clue to their previous struggles and hardships. We act as though we are superior without knowing the deck of cards they were handed in life. Raising the Roof is an organization that provides long-term solutions to homeless people. Though all the charities for this cause do important and kind work, Raising the Roof is one of the only charities that provides a solution rather than just lessening the damage of the problem. They have a house-first mindset, meaning that they believe the first step to helping the homeless is providing housing, and then all the other help like counseling and mental aid should come afterwards. By fundraising and other campaigns, Raising the Roof obtains vacant and unused properties and renovates them, using volunteer help and the help of potential residents of the home, providing not just a home but work experience to those who may need it. Let's learn a lesson from the generous and kind people in our community and from my story. Let's give back.